Okay, there we go. That's better. My stream didn't work at first, and considering last time we've already missed a stream, I wanted to make sure that it was working this time. So, hello everyone, my name is Cameron, and welcome back to your regularly scheduled nonsense, where today we are back with some more of the A to Z Platinum Challenge, picking up on LA Noire, where we left off in before. We really get into the meat and potatoes of it. I want to quickly apologize for a few things. Number one, I want to apologize for not having streams in a while. Obviously, if you guys watch this channel, you know that I'm a bit of a music concert junkie, if you will. And I went to a concert not that long ago. I saw Ice Kills. It was a two-night performance, two different nights of them headlining in Grand Rapids, which is only about an hour away from where I live. So we went to both nights of that. Had an absolute fantastic time. Excuse me. Came back from that. That was about 2 weeks ago now. Came back from that and ended up getting sick a couple days after the concert. So I didn't exactly want to stream or record at the time. And when I did get back and finally started feeling better, which was only a couple days ago, kind of just been spending time catching up on things, catching up on wrestling, as Jesse and I are going to see SmackDown on the 20th, so we're trying to stay as caught up as we can with WWE right now, so we can go watch SmackDown, SmackDown, when we go to see that on the 20th. We want to be as caught up as we can and make sure we're on top of everything, just make it a little bit easier for us. So yeah, that is where I have been. Didn't upload a whole lot recently. Obviously, I didn't plan on it this week, where I wasn't uploading. Last Friday, I got out of work kind of late, and just didn't get time. And then Monday, was D&D night, and I kind of forgot to record it before D&D. And then Wednesday, I was just at work. Got out kind of early, but had other things I was doing, so I just didn't end up going and doing anything like that. Okay, so we're at the house thing. I must not be on the silk stocking murder. Fucking hold up. Antonia's residence. Okay. Let me I gotta figure out where I'm at. Okay, it is this one. Okay. So yeah. That is the reason we haven't been uploading a lot. I do have plans for stuff I want to upload soon, but I just genuinely haven't had the time recently. So a lot I want to do for the channel, but it's gonna take some time. Alright.
I'm sorry. Can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Detective Phelps and Galloway. Does Mrs. Maldonado live here?
Yes, she does. I'm Mrs. Barbara LaPente, the owner of this boarding house. Is there a problem?
I'm afraid so, ma'am. Do you mind if we come in? Is there somewhere we can discuss this?
Of course. Follow me through to the parlor. Wipe your feet as you come in, detectives. It's this way.
Alright. Let's go upstairs. It says room 4, so room 5 should be this one. No, it says room 2. That's room 3. That's a really weird way to have that set up, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like we already did this, didn't we? Like where I already went through all this crap.
A smashed window explains why the place looks tossed.
But then again, the way this game does its...
You know how I feel about windows, Phelps.
The way this game does its saving might be just different than I expected it to be.
Okay, we have an address.
There's the suitcase and the photo in the dresser. And again, I am looking through a guide for this. I've seen how this game goes, and if I want to play through it again, where I'm not following a guide,
The charm bracelet wasn't among the crime
it's
scene
going to be
evidence.
just done as a different situation. I'll play through it again without a guide. But since I'm really also just here for the platinum, getting through everything
Mrs.
as easy as
Maldonado
possible
was
is a good
found
idea.
dead this morning.
Dead? Oh, no. She can't be.
We have some questions, ma'am, if you're up to it.
Yes, Detective. I'll do my best.
Do you have any idea who might have wanted to hurt Mrs. Maldonado?
That rat of her husband, Angel. She was serving him divorce papers.
If I killed every wife that served me papers, I'd be a mass murderer.
Are you being flippant, young man?
No, ma'am.
Right. I hate Galloway.
What can you tell us about Angel Maldonado?
She married him when she was 17. He was cruel to her, very cruel. She was a good girl, little on the religious side, but a good girl.
What time did Antonia go out yesterday?
She left around 9.
Do you know where she went?
No, I have no idea. She was a good girl, but she didn't confide in me.
A nosy old hag like you knows everything about the people who live under her roof. Where did she go?
I think she went to a bar. She's been drinking quite a lot lately.
This bar have a name?
El Dorado Bar. It's a Latino place on North Los Angeles.
I don't like the way she said
That's only
that.
a couple of blocks from where we found the body.
You've had a break-in?
No, that can't be true.
Bitch.
You're being economical with the truth, Mrs. Lepenti. What do you have to hide?
I have no idea what you are talking about.
It's not that hard for me to be like, hey, there was a broken window upstairs.
So Antonia lost her keys and used an iron bar to jimmy the back window?
I heard a noise in the early hours of the morning. I thought it might be a raccoon at the milk bottles. It'd be very bad for business if this news got out. I have a reputation to protect.
Right.
Antonia and her husband were estranged?
Yes. She moved here after she separated from her husband 2 months ago.
But Antonia still wore a wedding ring?
She wore the wedding ring and a necklace. She always wore a religious necklace. That's about all of her jewelry.
What about her bracelet?
I don't know anything about a bracelet.
In her wedding photo, she's displaying a charm bracelet.
That thing? She never wore it. He gave it to her. She always kept it in that wooden jewelry box.
Thanks, ma'am. You've been very helpful.
Yay, 4 out of 4.
Pay a call to that husband of hers. Lock him up and throw away the key.
We can either
Shit.
front Angel, seeing as the finger's pointing right at him, or we can check out the El Dorado one.
Say we check out the bar first. Nope, nope, back. There we go.
A nosy old hag? Ah! And I thought I was coming on strong with the ex-wives line.
Sometimes you have to be firm to get the information you need.
God damn it, ain't that the truth?
You don't think it's strange that all these murders are happening to girls who've been out drinking?
No. A broad drinks, she gets a bit tight, she starts mouthing off. This leads to that, and she ends up in an alleyway.
I hate this fucking game.
Sad
I
story,
hate Galloway
this
for
town
the way he
seen it
talks. It
play out
pisses me off.
1,000 times, Cole.
Why don't you want to see a connection here?
Because there are perfectly good real-life suspects for every one of these murders. We don't need to go looking for the monster under the bed.
The reason he doesn't want to act like there's a connection is
Think there's
because he's a
anything to the
fucking
divorce angle?
misogynistic piece of shit.
I've been through 3. No big deal. After a while, you just numb yourself to the experience.
But Angel,
You've been through
he's a
3,
young
that's a
Latino
problem.
man. It would hurt his sense of who he is. He'd see himself as a failure, a woman.
What can I get you?
LAPD, Detectives Phelps and Galloway.
Diego Aguilar. How can I help?
You worked the bar last night?
Yeah, me and a temp guy from the agency.
Did you have a woman in here last night? 21 years old, Hispanic, drinking heavily?
We have a lot of ladies like
Holy
that.
shit, that's Carl from How I Met
Yeah,
Your
I know
Mother.
what you mean. Antonia Maldonado. Oh, what did she do?
She was murdered last night.
Oh, shit.
Do you know her well? Was she a regular?
Hell no. She was good and tight last night, complaining about her old man. It's a story you get used to working in a bar. She was so hammered last night, she left a letter on the bar. I'll show you.
My eggs were running.
Divorce papers. Did you open them?
No need to. She was shouting about it and waving the letter around. Said she was going to show him.
Excuse me. Alright.
Can you remember what jewelry she was wearing?
She had a necklace. Some kind of religious thing, I think. The temp guy would have more of an idea. She took the beer he served her and cried into it all night.
What time did she leave?
Can't say for sure.
So we want bad cop.
Where did she go? Give me something or the LAPD will start getting interested in this place.
Take it easy. She wanted a cab, okay? And my phone was out of order. The closest one I knew was at the fruit market across the street, so I suggested she try there. She seemed reluctant.
Did Antonia say where she was going when she left?
She said she was going to serve the papers on the husband. Said that would take the smile off his face. If you ask me, she was scared. And the drink was for Dutch courage.
She attract any interest?
An extremely drunk young woman? What do you think? She managed to scare them off, though.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
No problem. Hey, get the guy, will you?
We'll do our best. One last question. What size shoe do you take, Mr. Aguilar?
A broad 9. I have wide feet.
Broad 9 have wide feet. Bro, ain't that the truth? I know a few people who have like really like wide feet. It's always the funniest thing to see. Also, I
Where's
hope the
that
fan's
cop?
not bothering you guys.
Sir, do you work here?
Sorry, pal, just making deliveries.
From where?
Just Pick Fruit Market across the street.
A fruit market delivers here?
Yeah, sure does. The Mexes love a little slice with their tequila.
Fine, thanks.
How about we drop in on the husband instead? See if your gut is right.
I'll take a bar over a husband every day of the week.
Hope the fan's not too loud for you guys. I'm just trying to.
Just go easy, Phelps.
Bro, I was doing so well with not damaging my fucking car too. Yeah, I'm just trying to keep my room cooled off enough to where I don't start sweating my ass off.
Maldonado is in apartment 304.
Oh, excuse me.
Phelps, this could turn ugly. Forget about knocking. Let's take our boy by surprise.
Hey, what the fuck?
LAPD, motherfucker, you're under arrest. I got a heart.
Now look. What the fuck do I... Oh, it's X to punch, that's right.
I got...
Let him knock me out. See if I can get the hat trophy. Come on, motherfucker, knock me out already. There we go. What you doing over there, Luna? Come here.
Phelps, this could turn ugly. Forget about knocking. Let's take our boy
I still
by
hate not being able to
surprise.
skip cutscenes.
Hey, what the fuck?
LAPD, motherfucker, you're under arrest. I got 100 pounds on your wife.
Now,
What you...
you fucking motherfucker. Why couldn't that have happened before my hat fell off?
Oh, well. They got some decent shots in there.
Oh, excuse me.
Cuff these sons of bitches, Phelps.
LAPD, you two are under arrest. Call for some backup, Finbar.
Galloway, badge number 564. I need a prowl car at the apartment building 330 North Hill Street. 2 suspects need transporting to Central.
Your wife has been murdered, Angel.
Antonia? Oh, God, no.
Where were you last night, Angel?
I was here with my brother the whole night, goddammit! You think I'd kill my own wife?
We should get the whole place going over, then talk to the neighbors. And Phelps, I don't care that you just got smacked in the head. You don't call me Finbar.
Just picked Fruit Market. I wonder if Angel gets all his groceries from this place.
Interesting. No.
The El Dorado must be a family favorite.
This will take some explaining.
Maybe one of the neighbors took notice of Angel's movements. He's got no alibi. He's toast.
What do you want?
LAPD, we're making some inquiries.
Make it quick. I work nights.
So you weren't home last night?
No, I was at work.
You know nothing about Mrs. Maldonado fighting with her husband?
Those two? They're always screaming the place down.
Thanks.
Okay, that's probably why it's a 302. 3, so 302 must be this one. Nope, 301. God.
Hey, sorry about that. I'm playing with my kids.
LAPD.
Not gonna lie,
Were
they
you
got
here
me.
last night?
Yeah. My wife and I are separated, and I had the kids last night. I put them to bed early and went to bed myself.
Thanks.
I didn't even try to fucking open that door. The worst part.
Hello?
LAPD, ma'am. Did you hear a disturbance last night?
Yes. Yes, I did. Mrs. Maldonado lit out of here, and her husband ran out after her.
You saw this, Miss?
Aranda. I had the door open a crack.
Did you see Mr. Maldonado come back inside after he ran out?
No. I didn't.
Thanks. We'll be in touch.
I kept thinking you were going to call that one a nosy old hag, too, Phelps. Well-executed restraint.
Shut the fuck up, Galloway.
I'm executing restraint right now, Finbar.
He called it Finbar.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
I was trying to go to the phone, dick.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
Come here. Come here.
How could I help, Detective?
Messages for me, please.
Message from Captain Donnelly, Detective. Your presence is requested urgently at Central Station. A new letter from the Dahlia killer has been found.
Thanks, ma'am.
Interesting. Move the fuck out of my way, Galloway. Dickweed. I genuinely still don't know what cars I'm missing, what cars I've got. God, I hate games that do that. Where like, oh yeah, go get 900 cars. Go drive every car in the game. Dog, fuck you.
Just a scratch.
Couldn't move over more, you fucking assholes. There's no way in hell I get a good fucking rating. I guarantee you I'm gonna have a fucking... Okay. I guarantee I'm gonna have
Captain
a
is waiting for you downstairs with Pinker.
really bad fucking try on this one. Again, whatever we have to redo, we'll probably redo off camera.
Strips off me at the grand jury. Case was thrown out.
Boys, come on in. Phelps, have you met Finis Brown?
Pleased to meet you, sir.
This information is confidential and doesn't leave this room.
The new letter was left in the back seat of a cab. The driver thinks it was put through the window and not left by a customer.
We're checking all the spares back 24 hours regardless.
Good.
Like the previous letters, it's been assembled from headlines and typed from the Times and Examiner, then glued to an envelope.
What is the other note?
This one? That's also new. A poem, hand-typed.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Go ahead. We've been over both documents pretty carefully. They've been wiped with gasoline, so there's no chance of prints.
Change my mind.
That's the message
You would
from the
not
Celine
give
Henry case.
a square deal. Fuck you, BD Hex. Heap upon thy soul by virtue
of this curse.
Ill deeds, then be thou damned, beholden goods. Both infinite as is the universe, and thou and thy self-torturing solitude, an awful image of calm power. Oh no. Ugh.
That's
I'm
why
not
we called
reading
you
this.
in.
Do you think it's original?
Not unless he's a genius.
You like this nutjob's poem?
No, I like Shelley. It was written at least 100 years ago.
Shelley? Sure, I knew that.
You see, Finis? I told you this lad was a bright boy.
Sure, but what has it got to do with the case?
Prometheus Unbound. Prometheus was a titan, a superhuman character who defied the gods to bring fire to humanity.
The Dahlia guy believes he's Superman.
Your guess is as good as mine. One thing for sure is that he's educated. What about the link to the Henry case?
He could have got the wording from the papers. As you said, he is fiendishly clever and takes pleasure in taunting us. What's happening with the Maldonado case?
We have the husband in custody. We haven't interviewed him yet.
Well, upstairs then, lads, and see if we can break him.
I'm intrigued to see if we actually get to a point where we do find out that this has been the Black Dahlia the entire time. Because I believe in real life, the killer was never caught.
Hey, I gave his wife.
Improved your attitude, Angel?
What do you want me to say? I was with Antonia the night she died, but she left the apartment, and that was the last time I saw her.
So your wife paid you a visit last night. What time was that?
Late, around midnight, maybe? She didn't stay long.
You're lying, Angel. You went after her. I think you killed her.
You're out of your mind. My brother will tell you I was at home.
We have a witness who confirms that you were arguing, that your wife ran out, that you followed her, and didn't come back.
I know this looks bad, but it's not true. We argued, all right, but she went out, and I went out after her, and she jumped in a car on the corner.
There was a car waiting for her? Can you describe the driver?
Not the driver. It was too dark. But the car, it was a brown Ford coupe.
You and your wife weren't getting along. She was divorcing you. Is that why you killed her?
We fought, yeah, but we weren't getting a divorce.
I don't believe you, Angel. She'd been granted a decree nisi. She pushed you too far, and you lashed out.
I told you, I wouldn't accept a divorce.
The judge had set a date. You were going to be paraded in front of the whole city for your cruelty to her, Angel.
Antonia. Oh, Jesus. She came in drunk, out of her mind. She doesn't normally drink. She was looking around in her bag. Said she wanted to serve me papers. Me, her own husband. So I slapped her down. She ran out. That's the truth.
What size shoe do you wear, Angel?
Size 8. What difference does that make?
When we found your wife, her jewelry had been removed. Was she wearing her religious medallion last night?
Sure. She always wore that.
What about the charm bracelet? Was she wearing that?
You know about that? She never wore it. She didn't like the message. She kept it locked up in that box of hers.
Your wife has been brutally murdered. So how do you explain your shirt being covered in blood?
You found that? I cut myself shaving.
It does look like he's got a cut there, but I can't tell for sure.
Angel, I'm not going to waste any more time on this. Give me something, or I'm going to have you charged.
My brother, Ippolito, he said some bad things about Antonia last night. So I had to sock him one. We got into it.
Keep talking.
She said she came from the El Dorado bar.
And?
It's not one of my places. We used to buy fruit at the market down the street. But the creep there was always running his eyes all over my wife.
What's the name of this fruit market?
Just picked fruit. Ord Street downtown.
One last question, Angel. Do the words kiss the blood mean anything to you?
No. Sounds sick to me.
You're not in the clear by any means, Angel. You're going back into a cell. You should think about whether you have anything else you need to share with us.
Short of a full roof.
Another letter? I thought the letter was from a nut.
These letters, Brown and Hanson believe they are genuine.
Now we sent another.
You know, I really hate this fuck. This Black Dahlia guy. Have you seen the body? Fucking case just gnaws away at your guts. Hollywood. Every prom queen from every fucking hick town in America turns up here. Where do they end up? Gutted on the fucking sidewalk.
God, I hate every time
What's your
he
read
speaks.
on Maldonado?
Every time he speaks, it makes me hate him just a little bit more.
The handbag was left just up there, overlooking the market.
Could have come here from the start, saved ourselves a day's legwork.
Sir, Wait, you look familiar.
Hey, from the bar, right? What brings you here?
LAPD, Detective Phelps and Galloway.
Clem Feeney. What can I do for you?
Did you happen to see a young woman last night? 21 years old, Hispanic?
Sure, she came by last night. Why do you ask?
She was wearing a necklace?
I didn't notice.
You weren't paying attention, Feeney?
Hey, you're getting the wrong idea.
Exactly
Bad
how
cop,
much
bad cop,
fruit
good cop.
do you sell here after midnight, Clem?
Look, not much. I sell the odd bottle on the side to the after-hours crowd. Well, I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to make a buck.
He's got college cornflakes back there.
The young lady arrived around midnight?
Yeah, something like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
You already knew Mrs. Maldonado, didn't you, Clem?
Sure, I met her before. She seemed like a nice lady. Her husband went apeshit one day when he caught me talking to her. She had me back until last night.
Where did she go from here?
She wanted a cab, but I couldn't get her one. I was about to offer to drive her, but a car pulled up and she got into that.
Can you describe the car?
Brown Ford Coupe, I think. She seemed to know the guy.
Do you mind if we look around?
Why would you want to do that?
Because we say so.
I guess you can. Don't you have to get a court order or something? I have rights.
Clem? Shh.
I mean, he's technically not wrong. They do have to get a court order for these things.
No wonder he stays open late at night. People have to get their vitamins. Check through this stuff before we get back out there.
Why cut someone who was already dead?
It's a typical power thing. Once the stiff is dead, the creep usually feels they can do whatever they like. You must have seen it during the war.
So what are we hiding in here? This thing needs a combination.
I understand why she didn't like it now, just from reading that.
This fruit stall punk gets about 10 seconds to explain before I pull his fucking arms off.
Clem!
God damn it, get after him, Cole. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
That's some
You should have grabbed him when we had the chance, Phelps.
When we had the chance, we didn't know he was our guy.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
Strange that he'd leave a trail of blood right back to his own market.
Maybe he wanted to be caught. A lot of them do.
Oh my god, people, come on.
It's almost too perfect, isn't it?
There's no such thing as too perfect.
You know what?
The fruit guy's getting away, Phelps.
I'm letting him get away. I'm pissed. That pissed me off. I hit a person, so I'm just gonna let him get away so I can restart. I'm just gonna restart the chase because it's easier that way. Because then I won't have a person that I hit.
This fruit stall punk gets about 10 seconds to explain before I pull his fucking arms off.
That's the worst part too. Is hitting an innocent civilian, I think, really damages your score. So if I hit one, it's kind of more worth it just to fail and restart.
God damn it, get after him, Cole.
Because I also have to... Because I want to try to get through as many of these... Dude! Why? Why are you people running in front of me? Are you fucking dumb? God, dude. The civilians in this game sometimes, I swear, man. It's just like they're trying to get killed.
When we had the chance, Phelps.
When we had the chance, we
You
didn't
hear
know
the
he was our
fucking...
guy.
You hear sirens, and you see a high-speed chase going on. And instead of trying to move out of the way, you're like, let me run right in front of one of the
Strange that he
cars.
leave a trail of blood right back to his own market.
Maybe he wanted to be caught. A lot of them do.
Like Rockstar. What the fuck were you doing when you programmed shit? What were you doing? Like, seriously, what the hell's going on here?
Perfect, isn't it?
There's no such thing as too perfect.
Oh well. A little bit of city damage never hurt nobody.
Hit him! Clean this asshole off the road!
Dude, I'm doing my fucking best here, okay?
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires! Hit him, Cole! Spin him out!
Holy fuck, I did more than spin him out there. Did a little bit more than spin him out there. Flip his fucking car over. On to page 12.
You're a sick man, Clem. You need help.
Outstanding job on this case, gentlemen. The poor woman can now rest in peace. I'll pay the fiend a personal visit myself and remind him that crime in this city does not go unpunished. When they finish with him at the receiving hospital, we'll have him up before the grand jury. I have a meeting this afternoon with the mayor lads. I'll be sure to mention your names. Now, on your way.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna take some for himself. Alright. Oh shit! Still got 5 stars. Fuck yeah. I feel like if I had kept going on the one where I hit the civilian, I would have gotten not 5 stars.
Sarge, why are the guys giving it to the doggies? They're riding in trucks, numbskull, while you're marching.
They look pretty badly beat up.
Yeah, they do it then. Scuttlebutt says it's pretty hard going down south.
Well, we'll find out soon enough. Recon always leads. How can we fail, Skip, with the Shadow leading the show? Who the fuck is the Shadow? Lieutenant Phelps, the Shadow of Death.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He's a quiet fucker, Sarge. Never hear the bastard coming. Sitting there, field stripping a cigarette, and suddenly he's there looking down on you.
Why do you think we keep saluting that Jap-loving son of a bitch? He's bad juju.
That's enough out of you three. Bad juju? Where were you dragged up? A swamp?
Fuck you. Nobody sees the dude just chilling like that.
Good Good morning, gentlemen, and what a grand morning it is, too. We have just cause for celebration. Galloway and Phelps are sending another fiend to San Quentin. A nice showy trial, and he'll be strapped down with gas seeping into his tiny reptile brain. Now, to fresh business. Galloway and Phelps, the task is at hand. The address is on the hill, north downtown off Fremont Avenue.
Skipper, is the new letter genuine?
Now, boys, we all know how many imbeciles have confessed in the short case. Ray Pinker will let us know in good time.
Find the goddamn
A fine morning indeed. We keep locking them up, but the bodies keep piling up.
Californians love a fad, Phelps. As long as the bricks hold up at San Quentin, there'll always be killers in this town to send.
Greetings from sunny California. When's it going to stop?
Come on, Galloway, move your fucking ass. Slow piece of shit.
First the letter, and now another body. Come on, you can't keep on telling me there's not a killer still out there.
You know, Phelps, all these arrests on your record are giving you a reputation. You don't want them turning into unsolved.
Getting a vicious killer off the streets is more important than my reputation.
Really?
And besides, landing a big fat marlin is more impressive than an ocean full of minnows.
The minnows maketh the man, Phelps. You can't always hit home runs. Sometimes you just gotta make first base.
Oh, this GPS, I swear.
Any Century unit, a possible 415 at Alvera Street Plaza, unit to handle code 3 identified.
11K, go ahead.
11K, roger. Citizen reports at 415 at Alvera Street Plaza. 11K is go.
You're crazy.
If I'm crazy, it's your fault. Running around behind my back. How am I supposed to trust you, goddammit?
Whoa, sir. I think you ought to calm down.
Mind your own goddamn business. Why is everybody always on my case?
You're pointing a gun at a woman. Bruh! What do you expect to have happen here, old man?
Officer down! Watch it! Give it up, old man!
Get the bat.
Reinforcement!
Piece of shit.
Car 11K. Code 4 at Alvera Street, but I'll need an ambulance. Shots fired, and suspect is down.
Roger on your ambulance, 11K. All units be advised, code 4 at the Alvera Street Plaza.
There we go. 15 of 40. Fucking Christ, the street crime's gonna kick my ass. Oh, rank 17, let's go. I think 3 more ranks and we hit max rank. I think rank 20 is the highest, so almost done there. Hold up. I actually need to look that up now. From earlier. Was... was right. Okay, yeah. So the Black Dahlia murderer was never found. It's one of those ones that I'm curious if we'll ever see solved in our lifetime. But with how long ago the murder happened, it's less and less likely as time goes on. That's the thing too. Murder cases that have become cold cases, the harder, or the longer the time goes,
That guy there will lead us up.
The harder it is for them to be solved. So I'm genuinely curious if that's one we'll see solved within the next couple of years, as we've seen a lot of stuff being solved like that recently.
Stealing myself for what I'm about to see.
Where it's a case that's like, oh yeah, this is never solved, and all of a sudden it's solved, you know, at some point.
Working homicide, Phelps.
It'd be nice. It'd be nice to see some of those get solved, even if the people who would have been involved in it are no longer alive. It'd be nice to at least be able to finally put it to rest. Alright, time for YouTube to get angry with me again, because boobs.
Detectives? Phelps and Galloway, homicide.
Scene is secure. The rest of the patrolmen are going door to door, canvassing for witnesses.
Thanks. Keep me informed.
Will do, Detective.
This looks awfully familiar.
I think that's the impression the boys from the Examiner took with
We're
them
on
as well.
the white
Nothing
shoe
original
one.
under the sun. Why should murder be any different?
What do we have so far?
Not much trace evidence to speak of. Storm blew in around 10 last night, and the rain washed most of it away.
And the body?
Looks like she was tipped out of an automobile from the tire tracks and superficial injuries. Strangled with a length of rope. And for my money, it's triple braid again.
Time of death?
From her temperature, maybe 2 a.m., but it was cold last night.
Usual head injuries.
Okay.
Blunt force trauma.
Silk stockings,
Knock
going
over
to
the
finish
head,
the white
then strangle and
shoe.
mutilate. No message with
Studio
this one.
secretary.
At least she was left clothed.
So we have 3 more
I
cases
doubt
left to
very
go.
much he was concerned with her dignity.
Oh,
Green
she's
silk
actually
dress
clothed
is
this time.
very distinctive. Any sign of her other shoe?
No. And no handbag or other personal effects.
Alright. At least on the bright side, this one's closed, so YouTube's not going to get mad at me for once.
There appears to be a dry cleaning label. Superior Laundry Services, F1363.
Okay, so then marker B is right here.
No drag marks. The killer was moving around, surveying the scene.
Okay. C for tire tracks.
Our driver and our killer are most likely one and the same.
Detectives, I've been working the houses across the street and up the block. This lady thinks she has something for us.
Detective Phelps, LAPD.
I'm Mrs. Barton, Catherine Barton. I live just across the way.
Did you see anyone around here last night?
Not last night, but yesterday, early evening, I saw that awful hobo.
Do you have a description?
Tall, gaunt, horribly disfigured. I think he may have had an accident in the war. He's a very scary, angry man.
Any idea where we might find him?
One of the hobo camps around here. He's some kind of hobo leader. They all follow him around.
Thank you, ma'am. You've been a big help.
Of course. Anything I can do to help. I'd hate to think that something so ghastly could happen right here and nothing be done about it.
Yeah. Alright, let's go to the phones. We can hear POIs.
Phelps, 1247.
How many more desks do I have after this?
Detective?
I need an address on Superior Laundry Services.
2.
Just a moment. Superior Laundry Services, 1260 West 1st Street.
Can you track down reports of hobo camps in the vicinity of Signal Hill?
Just a moment, Detective.
3 cases here.
There's a large camp under the bridge on Grand between Temple and Sunset.
Thanks.
8 cases. It brings us to 8 cases after the vice test, so 5 on that. So 14 total more cases between the last 3 desks. Which means we have 11 more to do after this. Damn, it's gonna be a bitch. Okay. Alright. So I'm gonna go to Superior Laundry Services first. Yeah, so here's the goal for what's gonna happen, for how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna stream.
No message.
I stream as much as I
There was
can.
no message.
Where?
On the Vic. The last bodies had something written on them. This one didn't.
I'm failing to follow you.
Can't be the same guy is what I'm saying, right? Before you start trying to link this to Maldonado and all the others.
There are more factors to consider than the messages, Rusty.
This doesn't fit your pattern, Cole. End of conversation. Understand?
Got it. If I didn't know any better, I'd say Galloway is the fucking Black Dahlia murderer, and he's just trying to fucking throw us off the trail because he doesn't want to get caught. He does have a good point, though. There was not a message like there was on the other bodies. Yeah, so here's the basic plan for this. We're going to go through the remaining 11 cases, try to get as many of the street crimes as we can done as well. And then whatever we don't get done of those, we'll just, clean those up afterwards. And then we'll kind of basically just start collectible hunting for a bit. We'll try to clear through everything as quickly as we can.
You can change back into those white bucks now.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. We're investigating a case, and one of your laundry labels came up. F1363.
If you give me a minute, I'll go find a register and you can take a look. You take a look for yourself. I've got clothes that need pressing.
Oh. You wrote the number down on that dress. Is it there?
F1363. Over here.
Mrs. T. Terrellson, 43 Emerald Street, Westlake.
Alright. So I'm gonna go there. Yeah, so that's hopefully the plan. Try to get through everything, all the cases as quickly as we can, and then go from there. Also, I just realized, I think technically, I'm not 100% sure. Let me go check. I think technically this should only be stream 4, not stream 5. Yeah, this is stream 4, not 5. That's my bad. Okay. Yeah. All right. Sorry, I had to double check everything because I was like, wait a minute, I'm pretty sure I fucked up, and this should is stream 4, not stream 5. I think I was gonna stream the other day and then decided not to, and I just didn't fucking double check my numbers. My bad, my bad, my bad. Okay. Go to 43 Emerald Street.
I've got a feeling we're about to meet another wife killer.
You've always got that
No.
feeling, Rusty.
Yeah, and it's usually correct.
Please, for once, can you not let your assumptions color your detective work?
Just you wait. Nordic types show a particular disposition for this stuff.
I hate him. Why is it that every single fucking patrol or detective partner is a fucking insufferable jackass? Turn my fan back on. Just gonna sporadically turn it on. Pull myself down when it's getting too hot.
Hello? Yes?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. Is your wife home, sir?
My wife went out last night and she hasn't come home.
Can you describe your wife and what she was wearing?
We were out at a friend's place, Bobby Ross's, for a party. She was kind of dolled up. She had her green silk dress, open-toed white shoes. Those are her favorite shoes.
Can we come in, Mr. Tarleton? I'm afraid we have some rather bad news. Do you have someone who can look after your children, Mr. Tarleton?
I've been trying to arrange a sitter. Look, tell me what's happened.
I'm afraid your wife was murdered last night. Her body was found this morning. We're very sorry for your loss. I know this is a difficult time, Mr. Tarleton, but we are going to need you to answer some questions. First, we're going to take a look around.
What for? You don't think
It's procedure. You see to your girls.
I don't think he did it.
Stay here till Daddy's finished talking to these men.
Where's Mommy?
Everything's gonna be all right, sweetheart.
We would like Mommy to come home now, Daddy.
What's the problem, Terrelson? Let him search. You got nothing to hide. You want to hear something funny, Terrelson?
Junk.
Some bums think filling out a missing persons report actually rules him out as a suspect.
I kind of hate I really hate Galloway, man.
Need to check if she was a regular. wonder why the picture was turned down.
That sink in the laundry room. What the fuck is the laundry room?
If you'd excuse me, ladies.
Move the fuck out of my way, Galloway.
So she went out without her handbag? At least she was spared that particular indignity. She'd have to be in quite a state to leave this behind. We could see if Pinker can match the impression to the crime scene.
It says there's also a wet jacket, which I'm assuming was this one, but I can't. No, purse. Oh, okay, that's the jacket. There we go.
Lars was out in the rain last night. Looks like a match with the ligature marks. For the record, Mr. Terrellson, what is your wife's name?
Teresa.
Do you have any idea
Shit.
why
Grab
anyone
controller,
would want
sorry.
to hurt your wife?
No. Everyone loved Teresa. She was so full of life. It can't be anyone who knew her.
I think you're lying, Lars. I think you were mad at your wife for embarrassing you in front of your friends. I think you came back here and strangled her and then dumped her body on the hill.
You think I strangled my wife? How do you expect to prove that?
Your wife was strangled with triple braid rope. The bow line from your boat is a perfect match.
Look, I know this looks bad. I'm gonna have to come to terms with the fact that I let her go.
You said you went to a party at Bobby Ross's place?
That's right, Bobby had a bunch of people over. We were having a good time. She said she was bored and decided to leave.
You let your drunk wife leave the party and go off on her own?
Look, I was angry. I was having a good time. She has to go and ruin it. We always have to do what she wants to do. Last night she wanted to go dancing.
Any idea where?
Where she always goes. A bar down on North Beaudry Avenue. Barron's Bar. She goes there, drinks too much, gets maudlin, and calls me. I go and bring her home.
Mr. Terrellson, was Teresa happy at home?
Yeah, I think she was.
Spill it, Terrellson. We like the look of you for this, so you better give us something.
We're at the party. She has a few and says she wants to go out dancing. We only have the sitter until 9. I get mad. I tell her to go ahead, but I'm staying. She storms out. Look, I'm doing well at cards. I hardly ever do well. I married her because she was so much fun, but now she drives me fucking crazy.
What time did she leave the party?
About 8:30, maybe a little earlier.
When was the last time you saw your wife?
Around 8:30. The card game at Bobby's was wrapping up. I played out my hand and drove home here. I paid the sitter and went to bed.
You're lying, Lars. You didn't come straight home, did you?
And how do you figure that?
You were out in the rain. You got soaked, Lars. We found your wet weather gear.
Okay, I stayed a little later than I said. This cute little brunette was hitting on me. Teresa noticed. I was half cut. I walked her home from Bobby's, but nothing happened. I walked back and got the car this morning.
Thanks for answering our questions, Mr. Charlton. You'll need to go downtown to identify your wife's body.
I should have taken her dancing.
In my experience, Mac, be given to broads, you'll be giving into them your entire life.
God, I hate him.
Break the husband's story right now. Call in, get some uniforms dispatched to check out his alibi. You believe this guy's story?
Kind of rings true.
Maybe. Either way, we need to check the alibi. This Bobby Ross.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you run an address for a Bobby Ross, then send some uniforms over?
Would you like him picked up?
No. Suspect says he was with Ross last night. We need to confirm the alibi.
I'll get a prowl car dispatched.
Thank you.
Watch where you're driving, you maniac!
Bitch. Oh, son of a bitch, that was mean.
Gents, drink?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD.
I'm Benny Clough. This about Teresa Terrellson?
Yes, it is.
I heard about it on the radio. They're saying it was that Black Dahlia freak again? God damn it. You know, I rang that husband of hers. The babysitter said he was out.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions. What time did Teresa leave?
Around 10:30, I think.
Good cop.
On foot? In a car? By bus? How was it?
She called for a cab.
Did you get the number?
Sure I did. I like Teresa. The only time she has a drink is when things aren't going so good at home. I was worried about her.
Boy, let's take it some better days.
Put out an APB on the cab. 3591. Should be traceable. Who was she with? We've had reports about a tall, gaunt-looking hobo. He wasn't here last night?
I get plenty of bums in here, but nothing to fit that description.
Bad cop.
The likelihood is that whoever she left here with killed her. Give it up, Benny.
All right, 2 creeps were all over her, promising to take her dancing.
You get a good look at these guys?
Sure. I got a good look. One of them was a sailor in uniform. His cap said, USS Indiana.
And the other man?
The other guy is Richard Bates. He's sitting in the back right now. Red polo shirt.
Any idea where she was headed?
Nope. I didn't get that.
The husband said she wanted to go dancing.
And she always wants to dance when she's been drinking. She was trying to talk some guys into taking her to one of the dance halls.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Clough. We'll take it from here.
Hey, no problem.
This is Bates.
That's him.
LAPD. Don't make me chase you, shitbird.
God damn it.
We can't let the son of a bitch get away.
Root beers all around, doll.
Go, Phelps, get after him. Come on, you got a ride. Get in and drive.
I thought you were gonna leave me there.
Who knows what this guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands. I don't think the killer would be kicking back in the bar where he met the Vic in.
Listen, a creature of habit is your killer. For some reason, they're sticklers for routine.
Bro, bullshit.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close. Hit him. Clean this asshole off the road.
Trying, this car ain't exactly fast.
I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
Oh, I missed. Damn it. Come on.
Let's end this farce.
Bro.
Hit him, Cole. Spin him out.
There we go. Finally.
All right, you got me. I've had enough.
Give it up, LAPD! Okay, Bates. You're gonna answer some questions.
I have a choice in this.
Last night, you went drinking with a lady in the bar.
Excuse me.
Now she's dead. And your face is all messed up.
I'm in the clear on that. She preferred a sailor. You could lay it off on him. Are we finished?
Do you want my partner to sap you? Tell us what we want to know.
She was okay. Drunk. Pissed off at her old man, wanting to go dancing. I thought I'd ply her with a few drinks and get my end away. Looks like your Salty had the same idea.
So what happened when you left the bar?
Sailor boy laid one on me. A cheap shot. After that, I don't know.
You've done time, haven't you, Richard? Is that why you ran?
I'm on parole.
On what offense?
Sexual assault. Look, I was lying there on the sidewalk. He flags a cab and jumps in with the broad.
We're taking you in, Bates.
How come?
Just for a chat. Nice private chat. I'll explain my theory of once a degenerate, always a degenerate.
Take him to Central. He's a material witness in a murder case. Find him a cozy cell.
Richard here knows the drill.
Alright, let's get our APB put out on that cab.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an APB out on a yellow cab, number 3591. Ask dispatch to relay all sightings to car 11K.
No problem. I'll get on the radio.
Were there any incident reports filed in the vicinity of Barron's Bar on North Beaudry Avenue? We're tracking a sailor who was involved in a fight outside the bar.
I can check the reports, Detective. I have a message for you from Captain Donnelly. Message reads, James Jessup, U.S. Navy able seaman, has information relevant to your case. Jessup is currently being detained at Central Station.
Could be our man. Thanks for your help.
Car 11K, we have a response on your APB regarding yellow cab number 3591. The vehicle has been identified at a gas station. Now heading west on 7th Street.
Bro, just fucking sitting here T-posing. We got shit to do. Get in the car. Dude.
K, yellow cab number 3591, sighted at the corner of Wilshire and Whitmer. Repeat, Wilshire and Whitmer, 11K.
Where's that cab got to now?
Officer South 103 and
It's not the cab.
11K, further on your APB on yellow cab number 3591. Vehicle identified at Reggie's Cafe, heading north on Whitmer. KGPL.
That's it right there.
LAPD, we're investigating a murder.
What's that got to do with me?
The fare you picked up from Barron's bar last night. What was the woman wearing?
It was a green dress. Oh, don't tell me something's happened to her.
Tell me about her.
She was with this sailor, and he was all over her. She wasn't having any of it. Said she just wanted to dance. But he had that look in his eye.
Where did you drop them off?
It's at the Crystal Ballroom.
What time?
After midnight. 12:30? Something like that.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Well, that's gonna ruin my day.
It's really weird. It's telling me to go to the hobo camp last, which is like odd for something that was my first, like, discovery, I guess. One of my first locations that it marked. What's up, guys? I'm gonna get myself something. I'm kind of hungry. So I will be debating if I want to just say fuck it and order something from DoorDash, if I want to get food really quick. I will be back. I'm going to see what I have in the house before I just resort to DoorDash. Alright. Yeah, unfortunately for my wallet, nothing in my house sounds good, so I'm going to get something from DoorDash, which limits my options to McDonald's or Taco Bell, looks like. Wendy's closes in like a minute. I think I'm just going to Taco Bell. Tried and true Taco Bell. Large nacho fry. There we go. Fuck. No, I've got to change the car that I was fucking getting that road around. Fuck it, whatever. A couple days. Worst case, I can always take back some cans for a little extra money on my card. I also realized that probably sounds weird for people who aren't from like states in the United States where you have bottle return.
All units also needs help. 415 and shots fired. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. Unit to handle code 3 identify.
Come on. Why did it? Why did that not? Oh god.
Cole, come on! Go right through here.
That was weird. I don't know why it didn't give me the. I hit X. It didn't give me the option for some reason though, and it didn't mark it. Weird.
He's in interview 2.
Thanks. What do you make of him?
Sailor on furlough who looks like he's in trouble and knows it.
Straight through the red.
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. We know why you're here, Jessup, so it would be best if you answered our questions truthfully.
I don't want any trouble. That's why I'm here. I heard on the radio about
I think
this
I know
lady
that guy
getting killed.
too.
I got leave from my CO to come down straight away.
So why did you kill her?
I didn't kill anyone. Look, you need to believe me.
Let's start at the beginning. You went to Barron's Bar. What time did you arrive?
I got a 24-hour pass. I got there around 7.
That's where you met Teresa Terrellson?
Sure. We had a couple of drinks.
So you tried to make a woman who was incredibly drunk?
Look, I'm not proud of myself, but I never hurt her.
You took her dancing?
That's right. Caught a cab to the Crystal Ballroom.
You had a fist fight with Richard Bates over Mrs. Terrellson.
You met the guy? He's a creep. You should take a look at him for this.
He's pointing the finger directly at you, Jessup.
I only had one night before I was back in the tub. He had all the time in the world to look for some action. I belted him. I'd do it again. She was better off with me.
Sure. You're a shining example of chivalry, Jessup. Where did you go after the Crystal Ballroom?
I think the wind had gone out of her sails by then. She caught a cab, and I caught a bus back to the base.
We spoke to the cab driver. Tell us what really happened at the Crystal Ballroom.
I'd had enough. She was all upset about her husband balling, about her kids. She looked old. Left around closing, maybe 1:30. We got on a bus, and she fell asleep on my shoulder.
Which bus?
An All-American, 249. I went past her place. She jumped off, and I stayed on it downtown. After that, I caught another bus to San Pedro. The Indiana's down there. She's being scrapped.
And that was the last you saw of Teresa?
Yeah, that's right. We didn't say much. I think she was kind of embarrassed.
The cab driver said that you were getting pretty familiar with Teresa.
That's not how I'd put it.
So the last thing you wanted was her playing hard to get. Did that make you mad, sailor?
Yeah, it did. She knew what a guy's looking for. All broads do. Dancing comes second.
And what happened at the Crystal Ballroom?
Nothing. Not even a little hand relief. She had another couple of drinks. There was no fun left in her. Just poured her guts out to some bartender.
We're holding you till we can clear this with the driver.
Yeah, my CO said as much.
Can you put the guy in 2 in a cell and inform the commander?
Sure, Detective. Got a message for you. Sighting of your disfigured hobo on Grand between Temple and Sunset. And it looks like the Beau has a record, too. He's wanted in connection with 2 female assaults.
Thanks.
What now? Drive all the way to San Pedro and check his locker?
Let's see if the bus story checks out.
There's a depot at 1660 Beverly Boulevard.
Bus depot we go.
3 suspects in the can and 1 on the hoof. And still no hard evidence on any of them.
KGPL to car 11K. 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Patrolman reporting that Bobby Ross's car game is being
11K, roger that. Plenty of time to get downtown, Cole.
It's possible. Have them bring him in.
KGPL, could we have Lars Carrollson picked up?
7K, roger.
Oh my god. I said like 4 cars. Oh god. Let's see. Shit, already on the way. Oh yeah. Love it when you fucking quick at that shit.
And thank you, ma'am. You have a safe trip now. Where are you boys headed today?
LAPD. We're after the driver of All-American 249. Would have been around midnight onwards last night.
Just a minute. Frank Zeffirelli. He's your man.
Where can we find him?
Frank is out on the 7-4.
Can you tell us the route?
Hang on. I should have it mapped out here somewhere.
I'll need to run the loop.
Alright.
We're not going to drive the whole thing, are we?
Won't take long. We have a siren.
It's got a point. It says turn on the siren and follow it clockwise, which means going like this. That's cool. I've never actually realized that before. Hurry up, Galway. Brother. There.
All-American 7-4. Let's go get him. This could be a long trip, Cole.
Or it could be a short one.
And here's me without my hip flask and only a pain in the ass for company.
Way to kick off the drive in high spirits, Rusty. Comments like that put me in just the right mood for some legwork.
Touchy.
You know what your problem is? You don't like hard work. This kind of rigorous search is what police work is all about. Discipline.
Save it, Phelps. You're just as bored as I am.
Look, here's the thing. I can understand being bored at work. You know, Galloway's a lazy fucking drunk though. And I'm not just saying that because his name is Finbar and he's Irish. He's just a lazy fucking drunk. Like, he's a massive stereotype of, like, this era of guys, especially. And it's depressing as fuck. It's funny to see a stereotype cop in the game and shit like that. I think I see the bus. Oh no, that's not the bus, that's the tram line. But at the same time, like, dude, you are such a shit fucking person, and some self-awareness won't kill you. Like, I didn't really like the dude on the previous desk.
Did you doze off, Rusty? I think you slept through my solving the case.
Yeah, very funny. Just give me a nudge if you see him, all right?
How about you nudge me?
I think that's a job for your wife.
Oh, Rusty.
Yeah. Like, I didn't like the guy on the traffic desk, but this guy, holy fucking shit, man. Galloway has been the biggest thorn in my side the entire time. curious as to why it tells me follow this clockwise instead of counterclockwise. Unless I misread the guide. I'm pretty sure the guide said follow it clockwise. Yeah, follow it clockwise. I feel like counterclockwise would have been the faster way, though, right? Follow it in the reverse of the order it should be taking. Oh my fucking god, dude. Oh my god. This is boring. This is so fucking boring. I'm literally about to loop the whole fucking loop already, aren't I?
How long is this bus route?
It actually covers an area around the size of Central Division.
The probability is we'll find it about halfway around.
Bad luck says we'll be chasing it all night.
I'm about halfway around right now, Cole. So, found it. Dude. Oh, there's a siren and there's a car coming. Let me just run right in front of it and stop for half a second.
That's the bus we're looking for. Ease in behind her and get her to the side of the road.
There we go.
There's some kind of problem, buddy?
LAPD, we're investigating a murder. You had a sailor and a woman in a green dress on your bus late last night?
That's correct.
And the woman got off first, around 2 a.m.?
Yeah, that's right. And the sailor stayed on all the way to downtown.
Can you tell us where you let the woman off?
On California Street. To tell you the truth, she looked a little lost, like she got off on the wrong stop or something. I didn't like dropping her off near that hobo camp.
You've been a big help, Mr. Zeffirelli.
So Sailor Boy escaped by the seat of his bell-bottom trousers. He left her brought along.
Left her by the hobo camp.
Which means he's as good as killed her.
We can't eliminate any of them, but the disfigured man should be our starting point.
I'm gonna call for some backup. These bows hate cops.
I think we ought to investigate the hobo lead.
Well, if you think we ought to, then I guess we ought.
Oh, God. 2 more fucking cases with this jackass. And then I'm done. And I get to move on to somebody else. And then I have to deal with them again when I have to come back and replay through some of these fucking missions. Because I at least have to play through one more on this desk, unfortunately. One of... possibly 2, considering how many cars I've hit during this case. Dude! People! Fuck this, I'm turning the sirens on. Mother... went down the wrong road. Can I safely get down this? Oh, okay. It's fucking people, man. I gotta turn my siren on every time I drive. It's so fucking frustrating. See why they don't like cops. He rolled in with a fucking shotgun in his hands.
LAPD, we'd like a word with you.
Save it for someone who's interested. They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
6 rounds won't get us far. I need you to stay copacetic. You need to hold out to the cavalry line.
How do we do that?
Like this. Buckshot, keep you down, Phelps.
If you want your right
Disciples know what you did last night?
Dude. And knock me out really quick. Holy shit, he beat my ass quick. I'm wondering if somebody else had a fucking... if somebody shot me or something. Because he took me down quick. Again, I really wish I could skip cutscenes. Here's the thing. I understand the reasoning behind it because it's supposed to be treated like a movie and like a neo-noir movie from the past. For the love of fucking God, having the ability to skip a cutscene when you're replaying it is not an issue, Rockstar. Like, I beg of you guys, this should have, at the very least,
Save it for someone who's interested.
at the very least, in a remaster especially,
Come to move us on and steal what
they put
little
it
we
to
have
PS4 and
left.
stuff, they should have given you the ability to skip this shit.
We need to hold out to the cavalry arrives.
How do we do that?
Like this. Buckshot, keep him down, Phelps.
These men know they're harboring a murderer.
Bro, I fucking dodged! Alright. Oh, this dickhead knocked me out or kill me again. I'll be back. My food just got here. Alright, there we go. Food has arrived. It's safely in my room.
LAPD, we'd like a word with you.
Save it for someone who's interested. They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
6 rounds won't get us far.
We need you to stay copacetic. We need to hold out to the cavalry arrives.
How do we do that?
Like this. Buckshot, keep him down, Phelps.
If you want your rightful
I hope you
share,
don't need help.
we need to...
We're doing them a favor, partner.
What's your name?
Comrade Stalin.
Very funny. We'll find out from your personal effects.
Stuart Ackerman.
You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman. We're taking you downtown.
You can't do anything more to me than what the Japanese have already done.
Wait, did I already fucking do the hat one? Hold up.
The Kremlin's over here, Phelps. Toss it and see what you find.
The fuck? Did I already do it? You're fucking kidding me. Do not tell me that I already fucking did the trophy for not having my hat knocked off while in a fight. I mean, if I did, I did. Whatever. But, like, dude. But I don't remember doing it. That's what's weird to me. Is like, don't. Oh, I did already do it, motherfucker. I did it last time I streamed. God damn it. Okay. Bro. I did not just get stuck inside this. Okay, I was about to say, what the fuck, bro? So another... Is it the one inside? Oh, it's inside of the place. Okay.
Still working, Jack. I'm off to the Lighthouse Club in Santa Monica.
Hello, Jack.
Mr. Benson, this is Courtney Sheldon. He's a buddy of mine from the war.
Well, I'm sure you two will want to polish some old war stories. Good evening, Jack. Mr. Sheldon.
Good night, sir. Take a seat, Courtney.
We need your help, Jack.
I told you I would have nothing to do with that.
I'm fine too, Jack. Medical school's going well. I got a part-time job.
Do dope peddlers need part-time jobs?
We made a mistake and we're in trouble, Jack. A local gangster, Mickey Cohen, is putting on the squeeze.
So hand it over, walk away. What's stopping you?
We had a deal with them that they would dole it out slowly. They said they would supply abortion clinics and doctors, but they've been moving it on to addicts, and they can't cope with the purity.
So your problem is with gangsters being dishonest?
My problem is that people are dying, and that if this gets back to us, we'll all end up in jail.
So how am I supposed to help, Courtney? This isn't the war. I can't just wave a magic wand and clean up your mess.
We want you to negotiate, Jack.
The only thing these guys understand is force, Sheldon. They got to the top back east by proving to be more vicious than the English, the Irish, and the Dutch. They make their own laws. That's the nature of a secret society. For God's sake, Courtney, you want to be a doctor. How can you fight with that?
We are better trained, Jack.
I didn't make it through the war to come back to this kind of shit, Sheldon.
So Jack Caulfield, Courtney Sheldon, or Sheldon Courtney, whatever the fuck his name is. Courtney Sheldon, right? And I'm assuming Full Phelps all knew each other from the war.
Ackerman doesn't look like much of a dancer.
Oh, excuse me.
Looks familiar.
Yeah.
Safe bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Terreldson's chin.
You know the way. You can drive. Fine. Where are we headed?
Let him walk us or drive us there while I eat my food.
The husband has an alibi, but no real motive other than neglect. Jessup's alibi checks out. Bates is a recidivist. He'll be pulling the same stick until we put him away for good. Ackerman has history, opportunity, hard evidence. What motive?
We have the evidence. We know she was here. All we need is a confession, and we can charge the bum with murder.
Dude.
We're going this way.
What am I doing? I'm going the wrong way. Wait, huh?
No good, John, with me, detective.
What am I doing here?
So what next?
I'm not entirely sure what's going on here.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
Any ideas?
Come on. If Ackerman won't play ball, we'll rattle his teeth until he does.
I feel like I fucked something up. Fuck, man.
I'm just praying the prints come through so I can nail this son of a bitch.
I'm so confused.
That's the guy from the papers. Solved that big case.
You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going?
Can you drive to this one?
Fine. Where are we headed?
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
And where
What
exactly are we
shit?
going?
Why is this not working?
Come on, Phelps, on your bike.
I'm not entirely sure what to do here. Like, he's genuinely not here. Can't go back to the hobo camp. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drive away just a bit from the park. Once I park, get out. I'm going to tell him to drive.
You can drive. You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Alright. See if maybe that fixes it. Otherwise, I don't know what the fuck to do.
Guy gave his wife a tap.
Why is he not in this room? Ugh. Okay, let me... Let's turn this off so you guys have the fan going right in your ears. There's the viewing room, so that doesn't solve shit. Interview room 2. Is there not another interview room? Okay, that's number 2. Okay, so where's interview room 1? Because that says... Interview room 1 was this way. Oh my god, I'm just super dumb, aren't I? There we go. That's where he's at. Okay.
Ackerman, you were in the Marines.
Okay,
How do you know? The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower duty. That's how you got the burns.
Life expectancy was 5 minutes for a guy in flamethrower detail. What kind of a government puts weight like that on a man's shoulders?
You'll get no argument from me. It was a heavy load.
You feeling sorry for this smelly fuck?
Why did you kill Mrs. Terrellson?
I have no recollection of the people I have killed.
Bad cop.
You hate women, Ackerman?
More than you could ever imagine.
How much did you hate Mrs. Terrellson?
I ache to put my seed in them. Afterwards, I have no use for them.
A bus driver dropped Mrs. Terrellson near your camp around 2 a.m. Why did you take her up to the hill?
Which hill? I have many places. I go where I please.
You are clearly insane, Ackerman. The state of California does not execute mental patients.
I don't know the names of the women I've killed, but I've killed many of them. Their necks are so fragile.
Where were you around 2 a.m.
This guy
last
should
night?
be fucking executed.
At the camp.
You were up on the hill. You were seen during the day. We have a witness. We have evidence. Come clean with me, Ackerman, and I'll see what I can do for you.
I despise your pity. You have nothing that links me to this woman.
We have you cold, Ackerman. Her purse and the ballroom ticket were in your lean-to. Tell us why you did it.
I kill because people need killing. It's what I was trained to do.
Stuart Ackerman, I am charging you with the murder of Teresa Terrellson.
A man down on his luck I can abide. But a filthy red who chooses to live outside the rules of society, I cannot stomach. Maybe poor Threes of Tarleton will provide the catalyst we need. I've spoken to the chief and the mayor, and I think it's time we send some men in to remove the godless and send them on their way over the county line. A grand day that will be, gentlemen. And a grand result you have brought me. You two are fast becoming my finest crusaders.
That's a lot of vehicle damage. That's a lot of shitty damage. I still got 5 stars. Let's go.
And now my heart's a blazing ruin. You say that you were only fooling. Don't walk away. Don't do me wrong. Don't leave me singing this torched song when I'm burning.
Of course we will look into it. Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year. Keep a hold of your hat, Counselor. Now is not the time to lose your nerve. It would appear that someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring and matching engagement ring. Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South Main Street. The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face. Then get out to the railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside a railroad line. 40-year-old white woman.
Right, Skipper.
Another body and Deirdre Muller's ring. The Emperor may soon have to come to terms with the fact that he's wearing no clothes.
Exactly did you get that book of riddles shoved up your ass, Phelps? Is that what your old man paid college tuition for?
Officer needs help, 103 and East.
You've got to admit, this is looking odd.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
God damn it.
Of course we will look into it. Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year. Keep a hold of your hat, Counselor. Now is not the time to lose your nerve. It would appear that someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring and matching engagement ring. Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South Main Street. The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face. Then get out to the railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside a railroad line. 40-year-old white woman.
Right, Skipper.
Another body and Deirdre Muller's ring. The Emperor may soon have to come to terms with the fact that he's wearing no clothes.
Exactly did you get that book of riddles shoved up your ass, Phelps? Is that what your old man paid college tuition for?
Alright, let's try this again. I just realized how we took in the car.
You've got to admit... This is looking odd.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
But if you take it along with all of the other indicators...
Cole, Hugo Moeller was identified by the school's groundskeeper. He's our guy.
Witnesses have fingered the wrong guy before.
He ran, for God's sake.
And he always maintained he was set up.
You boys.
Detectives Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. You have a rose gold wedding and engagement ring?
David Bremner. Am I gonna get something for this pledge? Gave that bum money, now you guys are gonna leave me short.
How much did you give him?
$50?
Try another number.
20?
Try 10. Feel lucky you're getting it.
I have the rings right here.
I would have at least given him half of what he paid. So probably like 25 if he'd really paid 50. But it's because I'm not an asshole like Galloway.
What's this mark here?
Maker's mark. Usually traceable. That one came from Hartfield's Jewelry down on Broadway.
Thanks for the tip. Does this mark mean anything?
Hallmark. Gives you an idea of the quality.
What have you got on the guy who brought these in?
Goes by the name of Percy B. Shelley. Gave an address. 15 Poland Street, London, Tulare County.
Can you give us a description of the man who pawned these rings?
Not sure. Medium height, medium build. Dark hair, I think. Sorry. He just had one of those forgettable faces.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Bremner.
alive.
Dude. What is he fucking doing?
I'm stumped. Ideas?
All right, we're rolling. Out to the rail depot.
Dude, what is going on?
What do you think?
All right, we're rolling. Out to the rail depot.
Then get
You drive.
in the
I need to go over the
fucking
case
car.
notes.
Thank you, Dunbar. Fuck, or Finbar. Fucking Christ. I don't know why the fuck he was... Apparently,
We have
we
a
fixed
problem.
We could have the local troopers check out the Tulare County address.
The address is bogus. Perp is having fun with us. The guy who's been sending the Dahlia letters is also the guy who pawned these rings.
How do you figure that?
Percy Bysshe Shelley wrote the poem that came with the Dahlia letter. If the Dahlia letters are genuine, then the man who killed Elizabeth Short may have also killed Deirdre Muller.
And how do we prove that, Phelps? Skipper ain't gonna like this one bit.
We're gonna have to rely on this guy tripping up on his own vanity.
You boys ready? Follow me.
We should keep this development with the rings. Wear a hat until we speak to the captain.
We're all on the same team, Rusty.
Chain of command, Phelps. The skipper will decide who needs to know. Got it?
I get it, Rusty. I just don't like it.
At least this one's not naked.
Hard, isn't it?
Yeah. I look after all the rail depots.
What have you got?
The Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in. I came down here to make sure him and the other guy, Jameson, stuck around.
Jameson found the body?
Something like that. Guy makes me sick.
We'll talk to the coroner. Keep an eye on both of them. What have we got here?
White female, approximately 40 years of age, lipstick smudges on the face, but no writing, at least nothing legible. A blunt force trauma to the temple, nose, and eye regions. Ligature marks point to the probable cause of death being strangulation.
Any idea of the time of death?
From her temperature, after midnight would be my guess.
Smell?
Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell, but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
Very strong smell of alcohol.
Well, the autopsy will tell, but I would assume that she was inebriated.
Based on the cutscene, she looked very drunk, to be honest.
Another missing ring.
Certainly seems I've been swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
Can you be more exact about the time of death?
No later than 2 a.m. The state the body was in, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
Someone was trying to get her to come home.
Could read that, but honestly, I'm not really in the mood to right now. Kind of far away from the TV.
We could go over to the lot and see what they know about her.
That's going to be difficult, Cole. The Keystone Studio lot closed back in 41.
Maybe someone at Mensch's will remember her. This is a chit for personal items, not booze. It's an angle worth investigating. Detective Phelps and Galloway, homicide. Can you tell me exactly what happened?
We were shunting cars over to the main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman. The woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
What time was this?
About 7:30 this morning, sir.
Thanks for your help. Have you given Patrolman Hart your detail?
I have, sir.
Thank you. You can go now. Detective Phelps, LAPD homicide.
John Ferdinand Jameson.
We need you to answer some questions, John.
If you don't mind, I prefer Ferdinand.
Don't push your luck, knucklehead.
What were you doing to the body, Ferdinand?
Are you sure you won't be upset?
Try me, Ferdinand.
I was kissing her.
Yep.
It's not against the law.
Shut up.
There's no
Take
law
your
against
beating
it.
like a man.
Turn out your pockets, Ferdinand. Classic Carmine. Is this yours, Ferdinand?
No. I found it near her purse. I thought she could use some lipstick.
Rusty, stop! Don't hit him. You went through her purse?
It wasn't like she needed it. I took a look.
Did you take any money?
Wasn't any to take. I found her lipstick and her matchbook over on the mat. Not much else.
You found the body?
Yes, I did. I work here. I was coming off shift and headed home.
Why didn't you report the body, Jameson? Do you know how this is going to look to a jury?
A jury? What gives? I could tell that she was dead. I came through here about midnight last night. She wasn't here then.
Let me belt him again.
You're under arrest, Jameson. We'll see how this plays out. Until then, you can think a little on how you'd like to be treated if you were found dead.
I'm telling you, it's not illegal. Me and some friends of mine...
Clyde, you get this sack of shit into a cell. I'll deal with him later.
Sure, Rusty.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on Levine's Liquor. Closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard, if possible.
Just a moment, Detective. Closest store would be the one at 939 South Hope Street.
Thanks.
Read that those goddamn Chinese want to sell the relief food that we're sending them?
Yeah, I read about that.
people are starving. They can't do that.
Want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the communists.
Really? I guess that's okay then.
Armies can't fight without food. You spend all your money on weapons, but you still have to have the will to fight. Fortunately, the Reds will win in China.
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
The people of this country overthrew a king. You think the Chinese will balk at an emperor if they are starving?
Any Central Unit, 459 suspects to be taken into custody at the trolley station on Lucas Avenue. Stand by for further.
I might finish up the homicide desk in this episode. Or in this stream, sorry. And then next stream will be the start of Vice. Is it Vice next or Arson?
11825, code 6.
Whatever desk is next, we'll start.
Any Central Unit, 459 suspects to be taken into custody at the trolley station on Lucas Avenue. Stand by for further.
This is Car 11 King. Go ahead with the further.
11 King.
You should have iced those folks. You leave no witnesses, you stay out of the
I'm
post.
not riding all the way to Santa Ana and then on to Cincinnati with you pissing in my
But
ear.
I'm tired of always being on the lam.
I don't have a choice. A stick-up charge is still a stick-up charge, and I ain't going back inside.
You're both coming with me. Don't do anything stupid.
Really, dude? What did I just say? Ooh, dickheads, Jesus!
Phelps, you gotta get me closer!
Doing my best here, Finbar.
Hit him, Cole! Spit him out! Hit him! Clean this asshole off the road!
Damn it. Come on, Rusty, start shooting him, you... Bro.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
Fucking stupid ass civilian, dude. I swear.
Show me your hands.
I love it when random ass civilians go, "Oh, there's a police chase going
Car
on.
11K calling
Let me jump in front of
KPPL.
the car because I'm
Code
stupid."
4 at the Lucas Avenue trolley station. The 459 suspects are in custody.
Roger, 11K. All units, code 4 on the 459 suspects at the Lucas Avenue trolley station.
Actually, I think that's what we're gonna call it. I'm getting kind of tired. I want to relax. So that is gonna do it for this stream. I'll see you all in the next one where we go to finish the homicide desk and start the next desk after. Stay golden. Peace.